My name is David Carman. This is TechPitch. This is where early stage tech companies come to raise capital and find other resources that are critical to their growth and ultimate success. How many of you are here for the first time tonight? I'm curious. A number of you. Okay. I'm just curious, how many here have not been to the BNC Venture Capital Group? A lot of you. Oh. A little different. Here we do two companies, and it's only tech. And then I interview either a local entrepreneur who's been very successful. Tonight our special guest is Russ Kimborowski, or a prominent investor in Chicago. And at the BNC Venture Capital Group, that's industry agnostic. We'll look at anything. And we do three companies, but no interview. I'm just curious, how many of you were at the BNC Venture Capital Group last year when a company called MDOT presented? Anybody remember that?
I think so, yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, MDOT. Yeah, we brought them back. At the BNC Venture Capital Group, we have our we have our monthly, and then we do a quarterly event for investors only, and the law firm Lockwood, Bissell and Liddell brings in their clients who are investors. And so we brought back MDOT for the quarterly too, and we had them in due diligence with an investor group. Ultimately, the group passed on them, but about 2 weeks ago, MDOT got taken over and cashed out. In fact, Groupon made them an offer to buy them out, but they didn't like Groupon's price, so they turned it down. So anyway, how many here have had a chance to check out the BNC website, bnchicago.com? We're basically a business networking organization. We have anywhere from 8,000 to 10,000 members on our different portals. And we run different groups. Coming up on May 24th, we have our international group, and our international group meets over at the Union League Club. We combine with their international group. And then on June 7th is our BNC Venture Capital Group. Len, you want to say a little bit about that group?
The BNC Venture Capital Group is an open group for entrepreneurs, investors, and service providers. We have 3 entrepreneurs make their pitch for capital every month. They're in a variety of different industries, and just a kind of a review of the last couple of years, we have about 1 out of 40 presenters have gotten funding as a result of their presentation from somebody right in that room. And about 25% of the companies, they're all good companies, and the measure I use of that is about 25% of the companies go on to get funding from somebody. So terrific companies, interesting evening for networking, but I really love it, and we ask the companies to come prepared with a 10-minute pitch and 15 minutes of Q&A, and we get to learn a little bit about them and enough to decide whether you should have a second meeting with them. We like it because even the entrepreneurs or service providers that attend it, they really like the company. They'll introduce them to something they need as well. So the BNC Venture Capital Group meeting, the next meeting is on June 7th. It'll be our last meeting at Lockwood, Bissell and Liddell. We'll announce our new location probably at that meeting. And so it's at 5 p.m., 111 South Wacker. You can find out more by going to bnchicago.com and along with all the other links.
Okay, thanks, Len. On June 8th, we have the BNC Entrepreneur Group, and we're going to do something different. It's going to be a speed networking event for the entrepreneurs. And then on the 15th, again, is TechPitch. The TechPitch is the third Wednesday of the month. The BNC Venture Capital Group is the first Tuesday of the month. This is not confirmed, but for the next event, I'm trying to get the CEO of Zarly to come and interview them. Who here has heard of Zarly? Really interesting story. They had a hackathon at this called Startup Weekend in LA. On a Friday night, you get 1 minute to pitch your idea, and then you have a bunch of app developers in the room. They decide which idea they like and who they want to work for. So the CEO, Bo Fishback, pitched his idea in 1 minute and created a lot of excitement. And then after that hackathon, went down into South by Southwest. How many people have heard of South by Southwest? Yeah, great place to go. Had 250 transactions in 48 hours for a total of $10,000, got the proof of concept. And now the company's only been around for 9 weeks, and they've already raised over $1 million, and they have like 20 employees. So it's quite a interesting story. But anyway, we're trying to get him to come in for an interview. So, okay, that's enough about BNC. Our host is the law firm of Perkins Coie. Among other things, they have a very large private equity venture capital practice, and I want to introduce Ted Warren to talk about Perkins Coie.
Thanks, David.
only time anyone ever claps for lawyers. But, thanks, David, and thank you all for coming. This is a great crowd, and we're honored to co-host this with you. Perkins Coie is a national law firm, about 700 attorneys firm-wide. I practice here in Chicago. I'm a partner in our business group here, focusing mainly on private equity, venture capital, and emerging company work. And Perkins, the profile of the firm, like many large law firms, we work with some of the largest Fortune 50 companies all the way down to the startups. But what distinguishes us is our strategic focus in the emerging company world. So all those big companies, the big tech companies we brag a lot about, Microsoft and Amazon and Craigslist and Facebook, and the list goes on and on and on. Most of those companies arose out of our emerging company practice. So the reason we continue, a big law firm, to work with pre-revenue startups is because we've been rewarded in the past by doing it. And what also distinguishes us is because of that perspective, we've built an emerging company infrastructure. The IP, the privacy, the licensing, all those talents that you really need to work with a technology startup. Over the years, we've developed in each of those areas probably the largest practice. Clearly on the IP, on the privacy front, we are market leaders. So in terms of expertise, Perkins is just, we are designed to do emerging company work, and we certainly have the expertise to do it. Beyond that, I think what distinguishes us from a lot of other law firms is our heavy focus on assisting our clients, not only with providing excellent legal services, but with making connections, helping them raise capital, helping them find the right management team, and